It's been 10 years since the first BitBox came to light, 2015. It's kind of amazing to think about how long that's already been. It's really important that what we do holds up over time, and it did insanely well. If you think about that, the BitBox02 came out in 2019 and is basically unchanged until today, getting new software updates. Everything that users that bought the BitBox 6 years ago, they still have the same device feature-wise than somebody buying it today.
I think there's a bunch of unique aspects of actually running a hardware wallet company, especially in terms of responsibility, because you're making a device that people put their life savings on it.
People need to be able to trust the product without trusting us. Bitcoin in itself is a better asset. It's something you hold yourself, but that comes with responsibility for the holder that you cannot really delegate away. You need to basically relearn taking responsibility of holding something yourself. That's very uncommon in today's world. We guide our users in that journey. We provide the tools to securely and easily store your Bitcoin and hold them yourself.
And we feel an immense responsibility to make sure that people understand what they're doing. They have a simple way to do it. They know how to do it. They don't have to think too much about what to do.
We are basically everywhere where our users are. We are very deeply embedded into the Bitcoin community in Europe, especially because we are coming out of the Bitcoin space. We develop our products for them. We get feedback from many places, meetups, events. Being present at conferences with our own booth is an awesome way to connect with people, and through Trustpilot reviews, through support. Support is really an amazing window into our users' everyday experience, and we can learn a lot from them. A lot of the less obvious things, I would say, come directly from our users, like that they wish that BitBox would support.
I think we have a really special connection with our community, something I value a lot, something it's really touching in a lot of ways. For example, when we go to conferences and we interact with our users, I'm really proud of the fact that they come up to me and they say, the BitBox02 is the hardware wallet that I will give to my family, to my parents, to my wife, to my husband. I wanted to make Bitcoin more accessible to people. I wanted to make tools that people can use, equip them with these tools so that they can take part and be a bit more empowered with their self-sovereignty. In product design, it's all about focusing on the user. We spend a lot of time doing user surveys, trying to figure out what the market is looking for. I think when it comes to a security product, trying to get rid of all the bells and whistles and just letting the users focus on what's important. I think that gives them a level of comfort in order to use the device, and also comfort in feeling that they made the right decision to get a hardware wallet, if it's ours or anyone's.
Of course, there are limits what you can do with software, although the hardware is still going strong and we don't have any plans of phasing it out. There are some aspects that we cannot just fix in software.
When we do come out with new hardware, it's oftentimes because we can't meet a user need in software alone.
Today is the date where we will also release new hardware just to address some of the improvements that we wanted to do for a long time, but were never able to do just in software.
We're very excited, very proud to come out with a new product right now called the BitBox02 Nova.
So what we do with the Nova is to finally implement all the features that we wanted to do over the years, but we were not able to do just in software. So at some point we knew we need a new version, and today is the day where we can release it.
The most requested feature we get from users is iPhone support. And we're very pleased to announce that the BitBox02 Nova now gives iPhone and iPad support to all of our users.
With the Nova, we're addressing our customers' main request, iOS support. Whisper enables us to allow iOS users to use the BitBox with their iPhone without compromising on our core values. We call our wireless integration Whisper Wireless because typically when you develop a Bluetooth device, you want it to have the longest possible reach. But of course, in our case, our customers kind of demand the shortest possible reach. The Bluetooth range is extremely limited because we care about your privacy. Somebody who is more than a meter away from you will probably not see your BitBox. Once it's connected, you can't detect the Nova from the outside because it has turned off broadcasting. And this means that if your friend scans for Bluetooth devices on their iPhone, they won't see your BitBox. We avoid trusting the Bluetooth chip by putting the Bluetooth stack on a separate chip. By putting it on a separate chip, we don't allow all that code access to our regular main MCU code. We encrypt the data already before we give it to the Bluetooth chip. So there is no way, even if the Bluetooth chip becomes compromised, that it could learn any of your data.
So the Nova does have a newly designed screen. It's very nice. It's now no longer behind the translucent plastic shell of the BitBox02, but it's behind a very nice dark tempered glass, which of course makes it much nicer, much brighter. It pops really, and it's super nice to look at. One of the advantages of the new glass screen of the BitBox02 Nova is that it's much more durable and scratch resistant. The screen of the BitBox02 Nova is brighter because with the old BitBox02, the translucent plastic cost us a lot of brightness. With the glass top, of course, although it's super nice and black, the light goes through a lot better. So it's really super crisp and nice to look at.
So the BitBox02 Nova now has different options for color. We're very excited about that. That might have been the second most requested option from users. It has a bit different design in the hardware that makes it easier to use different colors.
That's always something we wanted to do. Offering additional colors is something we tried with the BitBox02, but we were never really able to do because the screen depends so much on the translucency of the plastic. Now that we have a proper glass top, we can basically switch out the colors of the casing much easier. If you have a multi-sig setup, or if you keep different hardware wallets, different BitBoxes for different purposes, it makes it just much more easier to differentiate them. In the beginning, the BitBox02 Nova comes in black and white, but we will definitely try to expand, to test different colors, to get feedback.
Of course, we are still using the dual chip architecture in the BitBox02 Nova as it is one of the main security features of the BitBox architecture. The new Optega Trust chip is NDI-free. That means that all the documentation about the component is freely available online, and that means much more transparency to the user and an increased security. The new secure chip is AAL certified. That means additional security and reliability for the user.
BitBox02 Nova has a lot of great new features, includes now iPhone support, iPad support, has different color options available, and a new modern sleek design with a glass screen.
Pre-orders are available now, and we will start shipping this summer. To pre-order the Nova now, go to BitBox.Swiss.